This is Enough Said Sports.
Guys, I hope all is well in your world. It is all well here at Enough Said Sports as we come to you with another college football preview and prediction. It's going to be a game that's coming on Thursday, September the 16th, 2021. The Ohio Bobcats going up against the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ESPN. The spread in this one is Louisiana is favored by 20, and the total in this game is 54.5 points. So let's start with the Ohio Bobcats. Head coach Tim Albin in his first season. It's been one to forget. They're 0-2. They lost to Duquette last week, 28-26. That's right, I said Duquette. That is a FCS program. That is a whole level below where Ohio plays as far as level of competition. They looked absolutely awful in that game. The quarterback for them is going to be Curtis Rourke. Been at Ohio since 2019. He's a first-year starter. 69.1 completion percentage, 7.4 yards per attempt, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception on the season. They got 3 seniors up front, 1 junior and 1 sophomore. Nothing to really speak of as far as offensive weaponry. They're quite average and ordinary across the board. Defensively is more of the same. Very veteran defense. No freshmen starting. But again, very, very average and ordinary on defense as well. They looked really, really horrible on film this past week going up against Duquette. It was really, really terrible to watch. They got whipped on both sides of the football. They probably should have lost this game worse than they actually did, and it was an absolute embarrassment from them for their program and a huge stain on their program there. Looked really, really bad. Now switching over to Louisiana, Billy Napier's in his 4th season. They are 1-1 on the season. Last time out, they beat Nicholls State, which is also a FCS program, 27-24, very unimpressively. Levi Lewis is the quarterback for this Louisiana Ragin Cajuns team. Been there since 2017. This is his 3rd year starting in a row. 62% completion percentage, 7.9 yards per attempt, 55 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. So quite the impressive resume for Mr. Levi Lewis. He is a mobile quarterback, is able to use his legs, definitely moving around a lot and doing a lot of running as well as throwing. So the Ragin Cajuns are actually pretty balanced, but they did look pretty horrible on film this past week. They got 1 senior up front on the offensive line, 1 freshman, he's the left guard, 2 juniors and 1 sophomore. And their right tackle, Max Mitchell, is actually a projected 5th-round pick. So he is the best player on their offense that they have outside of Levi Lewis. They do have a veteran defense, no freshmen starting on that side. Percy Butler, the safety, is a projected 5th-round pick as well for the NFL. So they got a little bit more talent on this Ragin Cajuns team than what Ohio has. I looked at their film. They were very, very fortunate to get out of this game with Nicholls State with a victory. They didn't look very good at all. They didn't look very good in week 1 against Texas either. So you really got a stink fest between these 2 football teams when you boil them down on film here. Now, I will say this spread is 20. That does seem like an awful lot for 2 teams that aren't very good. However, Ohio is definitely probably the worst team I've studied on film all season. They rank right up there with Florida State as far as how terrible they look on film. I'm going to go with Louisiana in this contest. I think Louisiana gets the job done here. I do think they're a much better football team than what the Ohio Bobcats are. And poor Tim Albin for the Ohio Bobcats. I don't know if he's going to last past this season. So I'll go with Louisiana minus 20, and I'll stick with the under 54.5. I think both of these teams are going to struggle to score the football. I think this game could probably be something like 35-3 Louisiana. So that's what I'll go with, guys. I got Louisiana minus 20, and I got the under 54.5 total points scored. Thanks as always, guys. Appreciate all the support. We're off to a great start this football season. We're going to look to keep our momentum rolling. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.